city of Brooklyn Park has a better idea of what residents think about city services and overall quality of life. The results of a community survey were just released, and Delane Cleveland joins us now with more. Delane?
Shannon, Brooklyn Park conducts a survey of 800 residents every 2 years, and overall the remarks were positive. 88% of the people surveyed gave the city high marks for quality of life.
Overall, I think the resident survey really verified the direction that we're going as a community and as a city, and really excited to see that support come through in the resident survey.
The Morris Leatherman Company reaches out to 800 people of all different backgrounds to get an accurate sample size. Brooklyn Park received high scores on things such as safety, the park system, and overall city services. And 80% of residents believe that the city is headed in the right direction. But the city acknowledges there is still room for improvement. Residents say they're interested in more restaurants and more job-producing businesses. Also, one big area of concern is code enforcement, especially when it comes to loud noise after 10 p.m.
The loud noise after 10 o'clock was an area where they would like more code enforcement on, so that's something that we can be responsive to with our police department, our code enforcement group, trying to figure out how we can address that concern.
The City Council will officially hear the results of the 2019 survey during Monday night's council meeting. For a look at the results, we have a link on our website at ccxmedia.org.
Thanks, Delane. A Plymouth man is charged with multiple counts of criminal sexual conduct. Prosecutors say he used alcohol and drugs to prey on women. Bjorn Iverson is accused of sexually assaulting at least 8 women over a period of years dating back to 2012. Court documents say Iverson lured some of his victims, some as young as 17, under the pretense that he could give them a job in the music or modeling industry. Iverson is also charged with 9 counts of possessing child pornography. Hennepin County prosecutors say a police investigation into Iverson is ongoing and more charges are likely. Neighbors can weigh in this week on a possible senior care facility in Crystal. Hampton Companies wants to purchase 6 lots near 35th and Douglas Drive and turn them into a 1-story memory care and assisted living facility. There's currently an office building and a single-family home on the property. If the proposal goes through, Sweet Living Senior Care would feature 32 private suites with 20 as assisted living and 12 as memory care. Meanwhile, on West Broadway in Crystal, renovation work has finished up on a new residential treatment facility called Phoenix Place. A company called ResCare remodeled the interior of the building that used to be a Thomas Toole location. ResCare also has offices in Brooklyn Center and St. Paul. Phoenix Place opened December 17th. North Hennepin Community College could receive more than $6 million to replace its Fine Arts Center under Governor Tim Walz's new bonding proposal. The $447 million bonding proposal aims to invest in higher education facilities and assets across the state. It's the third of 4 packages included in the governor's Jobs and Projects plan. North Hennepin would use the funds to build an 83,000 square foot performing arts facility next to the Brooklyn Park Library. The new facility would also be used by the community.
When you look at our facility, the Fine Arts facility, it's one of those buildings. It's 60 years old, nearly 60 years old, and it has a number of things that just need to be addressed. This would help the students here, give them a better space, more open space, more space that is more typical of what's going on in universities and colleges throughout.
The state legislature must approve the funding. The beverage aisle continues to grow with new products that promote different benefits. Now there's a local company that did something that it says was never done before. As Corey Bork reports in this week's Business Matters, an entrepreneur from Plymouth helped make it happen.
And I really mean it when I say it, that I'm very passionate about health and wellness.
Inside the Plymouth Lunds and Byerly's, Simona Haskova has reason to smile.
We have 4 flavors right now in the marketplace.
Found in that bottle is years of hard work.
When something is your passion, you just never stop acquiring knowledge.
After spending years in the beverage and packaged foods industry, the Plymouth mother of 2 had an idea. The native of Slovakia wanted to create something fun but without any bad calories.
They have been commonly described and are known as one of the top 10 discoveries in nutrition in the last 30 years.
Haskova's connection to a team of scientists led to the development of the brand Way to Be, and a first in the field of beverage science.
We were the first in the world to launch first ever water-soluble plant sterol.
So what exactly are plant sterols? They're a natural substance found in foods like blueberries, broccoli, and nuts. And through the magic of science, they are now found in a bottle.
Plant sterols may come with health benefits. There is evidence they lower bad cholesterol. The FDA also allows the claim that they reduce the risk of coronary heart disease.
Taste-wise, it's just very refreshing. We worked very, very hard, on developing the product.
Launched last fall and billed as the world's first functional drink, Haskova says Way to Be beverages are a response to a demand in the marketplace for better nutrition.
Right now there is a huge movement that is health and wellness movement, plant-based movement, and that was my movement always.
Her startup company aspires to have its products in more stores across the country this year. Haskova knows that will require more than long days.
What it requires is relentless pursuit to success. You have to be ready for challenges, for obstacles.
For Business Matters, Corey Bork, CCX News.
And besides Lenz and Byerly's, Way to Be beverages are also found at Cub Foods and on Amazon, with more stores coming. For more Business Matters stories like this, make sure you check out our website, ccxmedia.org.
After a loss to Park Center on December 18th, the Wayzata girls basketball team was looking to extend its winning streak to 7 games when the Trojans hosted Eden Prairie in late conference play. Wayzata's Annika Stewart drives down the lane and finishes at the hoop for an 8-7 Trojans lead. Stewart scores 13 points in the game. Nice pass by the Trojans' Abby Kraswinski to a cutting Olivia Arnebeck flying down the lane, keeping the Trojans in the lead. Now watch Jenna Johnson trigger the break here with a blocked shot. And this one sends Mara Braun back the other way for a layup. Braun with a big game for the Trojans. Eden Prairie, though, hangs around. Myra Morjani into Nika Obiezor. She scores off the glass, 12 points in the game for her. Braun cuts back door and takes the pass from Kraswinski to score 2 of her 22 points. Wayzata is up by 8 at halftime. A double-digit Trojans lead. It's cut to 2 before Johnson spins, scores, and is fouled. It's a 3-point play. Wayzata leads 51-46. Natalie Merzik gets an offensive rebound and puts it back in for the Eagles. She's one of 4 Eden Prairie players to score in double figures. They get as close as 1, but the Trojans hang on. Jasmine Smiley connects on 2 free throws in the final minute. Wayzata wins 68-65, and the Trojans are now 14-1 on the season. The Cooper girls basketball team is off to a strong start this year. They picked up 2 more wins late last week. New head coach Raheem Simmons and the Hawks hosting Benilde-St. Margaret's in Metro West Conference play. Mimi Wheeler hits from the high post, knocking down the jumper for an early 5-0 lead. Benilde's Olivia Olson sends it ahead to Tarana Relaford for the breakaway layup. Red Knights tied up at 11. Patience Williams battling through a knee injury, but she buries a 3-pointer here and has a 15-point night for the Red Knights. Drea Tribble with a steal and layup plus foul, and she scores 23 on the night for Cooper. Wheeler nails another jumper on her way to a 17-point first half. Cooper has an 11-point lead, 31-20 at the half. Second half, Izzy Hall with the steal sends it ahead to Tribble, who's all alone for the layup. And the Hawks have a 35-26 lead. BSM 8th grader Olson gets a layup on the assist from Osseo Wolf, and Olson scores 19 in the game. But Wheeler scores 25, and the Hawks are never in trouble down the stretch. They win 62-52. They added a win over rival Armstrong Saturday to improve to 11-2. The Lake Conference is arguably the best in the state when it comes to boys swimming and diving. 5 of the top 7 teams in the state Class AA rankings are from the lake, including 4th-ranked Wayzata, who hosted Hopkins. 200 medley relay, the Wayzata team of Ilya Johnson, Max Jervy, Nick Kale, and Ian Tarazuski take first place in a time of 1:41.63. 200 freestyle is close. Hopkins' Nico Shrestha edges Wayzata's Adam Liu and Charlie Snelson. Wayzata's Casey Stowe, the reigning state champion in the backstroke, but on this night he takes gold in the 50 freestyle with a time of 21.91 seconds. Trojans have good young divers, including freshman Henry Ross. He wins the competition. The Royals, Shrestha in another fight in the 100 butterfly. This time he beats out teammate Elliot Berman for the win. Wayzata's Kale strong in the 100 freestyle, and he wins with a time of 49.57 seconds. And after winning the shortest race of the night, Stowe takes the longest as well, winning the 500 freestyle in a time of 5 minutes, 0.05 seconds. Wayzata goes on to win the meet over Hopkins, 119-67. Section True Team swim meets are around the state this Saturday. Also coming up Tuesday night live on CCX1 at 7 o'clock, it's girls basketball as Osseo hosts Armstrong. That's all for sports. More news after this.